Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all the brand new MyTEAM Festival cards dropping today here in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, there are 8 new MyTEAM Festival cards dropping today. Some of them I think will probably likely be very good. Some of them maybe not quite as elite. But it's an interesting drop, and I'm excited, honestly. I'm happy that Shaq and Steph aren't like absolute must-have type guys. Huge names, but not game-changingly incredible cards, at least in a lot of ways, which is good for the festival, because it's not like you absolutely need those cards, considering they're going to be the money-spent cards of the festival. Rui Hachimura is very similar to his diamond, which is a really good amethyst. 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan. Stat and badge-wise, awesome. 85 driving, 89 3, 90 speed, versatile, solid defense, extremely complete badges. But the honest truth is with Rui, the one thing about him that I don't love is that he doesn't have great SIGs, and his jumper's not great. So he's not like an animationally amazing card. He just has really amazing stats and badges and like decent animations. He's a solid card, don't get it twisted, especially for an amethyst. He really is very solid. But I wouldn't also say that he's like an absolutely incredibly elite option at the small forward position, because the animations themselves do leave a bit to be desired. But for an amethyst, extremely complete, extremely good, still a very solid card. The same can be said for Kel'el Ware, except I think he is more meta. 2K did this card so incredibly right. Oh my gosh, I did not expect them to do him nearly this good. 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan, and he has 89 speed, 86-3, 85 standing and driving, 88 interior, 90 block. I know he only has 2 Hall of Fame badges. This card is statistically one of the best big men in the game. Like 89 speed that's Hakeem, Embiid, D-Rob level of speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is incredibly versatile as a 7-footer, a legit stretch big, has a solid jumper, and he's a good finisher, good defender, good rebounder as well. He's not as good as an Hakeem or an Embiid. Don't get that twisted. But this card is the best amethyst card in the game. Like, any position period, I think he's the best amethyst in the game. His jumper is legitimately solid. He is a great finisher. He is really fast, and he's got extremely good versatility as well. 4 badge slots. You add a movable enforcer, probably on-ball menace, limitless range, and then slippery off-ball or handles for days, and you are set at the power forward or center position if you need it. If you need a big, this card should be on almost everybody's team. Like, I'm not going to sit here and exaggerate at all when I say that. I do think he is going to be really good, and I would absolutely 100% recommend this card for pretty much everybody. He is a card that is absolutely amazing. 2K did a spectacular job making Kel'el Ware a really good card. So that's fire. Knueppel is also very fun. 6'7", negative wingspan, 6'6" wingspan. That's okay. He's got a 96 3 ball. He's an extremely elite shooter. 87 speed and agility, not bad. Defensively, he's not unbelievable, but he does have six badges, including good ones already. Movable elbow menace, pick dodger, interceptor, off pass challenger. So 5 badge slots with him. Lightning launch handles for days are extremely important. Posterizer maybe, but he's only got a 75 driving dunk. You don't really have to worry too much about that if you don't want to. And then you got a couple more badge slots. Paint patroller, maybe glove, things like that would be nice. He's not going to be a completely great defensive card, but I think he'll hold his own enough. The beautiful thing about this card is he has a great jumper with Kimba escape. So shot creation wise, he's really nice. And I think a lot of people need scoring on their wings. And if you have a defensive point guard, defensive small forward, Knueppel is going to be perfect for a lot of people's teams. As a guy who can actually put the ball on the floor and score the ball at a very high level, with that Kimba escape, with that really good release, I think he's going to be really solid. And I think that's going to really help him out quite a lot as well, make him a very useful card in his own right. So that's the second high-level festival exchange card already. Khan and Kel'el are both very good. Not that Rui's bad, but he just doesn't have the same type of animations to make him an extremely elite card at, to be fair, a loaded position, small forward. So there's a lot of small forwards. Really good shooting guard with Knueppel, though, and really good big man with Kel'el. DeAndre Hunter, another small forward, and honestly, DeAndre Hunter has great stats and solid badges. Very well, really, honestly, maybe even better badges. The honest truth about this DeAndre Hunter, though, is his jumper also kind of sucks. So he's in the same boat as Rui, where he even has better badges than Rui does. Very complete stats in his own right. Really, really good, very complete card on paper, but his jumper does hold him back. And again, the small forward position is loaded with good options. So I think DeAndre Hunter is a lot less exciting to me than the last two cards we've seen. I just think Rui and DeAndre, they're not terrible, but they're just not that exciting either. And then Paul Pierce, I know he can play shooting guard too, and I'm sure his stats and batters are spectacular as well. 6'7" with 6'10" wingspan, 90 speed, 95 3, 85 driving, solid, well-rounded defense, good huffs as well. He's good too. The problem with Paul Pierce is his jumper always sucks, and that is the case this year too. Even on quick, it's not going to be a good jump shot. It's just not. His jumper stinks. Kobe White behind the back is nice. Pro dribble style is not bad. This card is not horrifically terrible, but the jumper really holds him back. Honestly, everything else about him is really good, but the jumper is just not going to be good enough, even on quick, for this card to be particularly good. I tried his jumper yesterday just to see if it had potentially changed this year. It has not. It's bad as always. Paul Pierce hasn't had a good jumper in my team in like 4 years at least. He used to have a good shot, but that was a long time ago, and unfortunately, he does not have one this year either. So Paul Pierce, definitely, again, to me, despite the stats and bad, is a card that I personally won't be running. I just think stats and batters aren't the only thing that matters at the shooting guard position. You know what I mean? You need a high level release, and I don't think that you get anything close to that with Paul Pierce, unfortunately. Jonathan Kaminga. He is 6'7", 7'1" wingspan. Half posterizer, set shot, break starter, lightning launch, strong handle, challenger glove, high flying and air, on ball menace, and pogo stick. 92 speed and agility, 88 95 driving dunk, 86 interior, 89 perimeter, 89 steal, 88 block. I mean, look, he's very well rounded statistically. He's a great slasher. He's a very good defender. He's still at that position, small forward, where there's a lot of good options already. So it's not like he's a must-have guy where I think other people might want to use other guys. But he's a great slasher, good shooter, and a great defender. Like, he's very well rounded, a lot of good badges. Doesn't have crazy movement or anything like that, but he's got a good release. He's a 3-and-D cone who's a great slasher, and he's a good card. He's not a great card. He's not a must-have card in my opinion, but he is a solid card. I think there is room for Jonathan Kaminga on a lot of people's teams at the small forward position. He's just not game-breaking. You know what I mean? That being said, the Pink Diamonds themselves, while Kaminga's good, Pierce is eh. Honestly, I'm not as concerned with them not being amazing, though, because of how good Knueppel and Ware are. So I think that's a huge W that they gave us a couple really good cards. And then obviously Kaminga's good, too. So I'd say that's 3 really nice options to add to your team if you want them. And then, I mean, Rui, Pierce, Hunter all have great stats and badges, but I just think animation-wise, they get held back at least a bit. Steph is 6'3", 6'3" wingspan, 98 speed, 99 3. Actually has some defense, too, but he's got a 75 driving dunk. The one thing I will say about Steph is his movement this year is really, really good in a game where there aren't a lot of cards that can score the ball. So a lot of fun that can be had, I think, with Steph in terms of that ability. He's got a little bit of slashing as well now with the 75 driving dunk. The problem is his player build is always really small, and I think that's the thing that's really going to hold him back, is it's going to be like, yeah, well, the player build isn't great. And that matters, you know what I mean? That's obviously not something that I would consider ideal. Undersized PGs, even in a game like this where I feel like size doesn't matter quite as much, it still does matter. I know Steph is going to be fun to use. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. He's going to be a lot of fun to use. He'll be probably the best pure 3-hunting scorer in the game. But I don't think, me personally, even with improved defense and a little bit of slashing compared to his Pink Diamond, for me, I don't think Steph's the type of card I would want to get, I guess, especially considering that these guys are likely going to be pretty expensive. I would think Steph and Shaq are probably both pretty expensive. What 2K, I'm just going to say this though, because they haven't come out yet. 2K already has decided what they're going to do, so it's not like me saying this is going to change anything. But they should make these cards free to grind. It would be really smart of 2K to make these cards free to grind, because they're not that game changing. So 2K, this would be an opportunity to like build positive community sentiment. I don't know. Just my thought. 6'7" with a 7'7" wingspan. I know they're not going to do that, by the way. I'm just saying that with how these cards aren't quite as absolutely amazingly desirable, must-have competitive level cards and stuff, it's like, it'd kind of be good for them, I think, if they did that. But we'll see what happens. 94 speed, 98 standing and driving, 98 interior, 98 block. I mean, Shaq is awesome on paper. He's literally like the best card in the game on paper, besides a 43 ball. He can even shoot the mid-range. But he has a 43 ball. Therefore, he is kind of automatically, to me, a cross-off. As good as he is, I don't really want a non-shooting center. You know what I mean? And with an ugly jumper, which he does have, even the mid-range is going to be tough to shoot because they're going to be so easy to contest. So, look, I understand he's going to rule the paint in a way that no other card in my team does. His stats are insane, especially at his size. It just doesn't matter that much for me. Just my opinion. I will not be getting Shaq either. And yeah, that's the festival. I wish the paint times were a little better, but overall, I'm kind of happy with the budget options we're getting here. I think they did so good with Kel'el and Knueppel in terms of their stats and badges and just overall animations and things. Like, this is going to be a pretty fire drop, honestly. I like that there's some really high-level, lower-tier cards for people to add to their squads, and I'm interested to see what content over the next week or two looks like, because we should have, like, a content on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Black Friday stuff as well. It'll be interesting to see what we get over the next couple weeks. But with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.